up until now, when we've solved a trig equation, all of our answers have been found on the unit circle, which is very convenient. It's not always going to be the case. So if it isn't on the unit circle, then you have to use inverses, or arcsine, arccosine, arctangent. So for example, here I've got tan x equals 2/3. Well, that's not on the unit circle. So the answer here, I just take the inverse of both sides. X would be equal to the arctangent of 2/3. I could put that in the calculator, get whatever that answer is if I wanted to, but that's the exact answer, arctan 2/3. If you wanted to find all the coterminal angles, since this is tangent, what do you add to it? You add multiples of pi. So here's the general solution. X would be equal to the arctangent of 2/3 plus multiples of pi. Again, you can just put it in a calculator, get one of the answers, and then you just have to add pi to it. Get another one. So let's try that on exercise 8. So we have tan squared and a tan. We should just be able to factor this if we get everything on one side. So tan squared x plus 5 tangent x minus 6 equals 0. It's quadratic. The product is -6. The sum is 5, so our factors have to be just -1 and 6. So let's just go ahead and factor it. Open up parentheses. Tan x minus 1 times tan x plus 6 equals 0. Set them both equal to 0. Tan x minus 1 equals 0. Swipe. And tan x plus 6 equals 0. So on the first one, just tan x equals 1, unit circle, tan is equal to 1 at pi over 4. So x equals pi over 4, and then you add your period to it in pi. That takes care of that triangle and the one over here in quadrant 3. So there's part of the answers. On this side, tan x would be equal to -6 whenever we subtract it. -6, not on the unit circle, especially since it only goes, the radius is 1 there. Anyway, so I take the inverse. X should be equal to the arctangent of -6. That would be one answer. If you were to plug that into the calculator, I think you get approximately -1.4 radians. So think of this on the unit circle. If it was -1.57, it would be down here at 3 pi halves. Okay, so this is a bit less than that, so it's maybe someplace in here. That would be one of the answers. To get any of the other answers, you would just add the period to it. So it would give you the one up here in quadrant 2. So here is one of the answers. To get the rest of them, just add the period, multiples of the period.